Hello and welcome, wine community. My name is Amy Ganjamela, and today I'm here with Gonzalo Llensa from TILIA Wines from Argentina, specifically in the Mendoza region, where we're going to be focusing on the sustainability success at TILIA Wines. Hi, Gonzalo. How are you today?
Hi, Amy. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to talk about your winery and the sustainability. Let's get into it. How long have you been making wine?
And I have been making wine for several years now. I started in 2006 as a laboratory analyst and another winery. And I have been working for the Catena family since 2008.
Very nice. Seems like you have a great expertise in it. And how did you get into winemaking?
Since I was a child, I have always been curious about agricultural activities. In my spare time, I helped my grandmother work in her garden, and I loved harvesting and eating what we produced ourselves.
That sounds really nice. Such great memories, great inspiration too, that, it goes back to your childhood. That's how you could be very passionate about something. So it's so nice that you found a career in which you really, truly love. Can you tell us a bit about the winery and your vineyard location?
Yes, the TILIA winery is located in the department of Junín, which is in the province of Mendoza. Our wines are made with organic grapes that come from the east, central, and southern region of Mendoza. The eastern regions include San Martín, Rivadavia, and Junín counties. The central region includes Maipú and Luján de Cuyo counties, and the southern region or Uco Valley region includes San Carlos, Tunuyán, and Tupungato counties.
Wow, it sounds like a lot of regions, but it sounds like you're getting such grapes sourced from great terroir.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, what varietals do you grow and which is your favorite?
Um, we grow 7 varieties of grapes for Tilia: Malbec, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Bonarda, Syrah, Chardonnay, and Torrontés. My favorite varietal is also favorite Tilia wines is Bonarda. I think it is a strain that can produce many kilos of grapes without losing quality and concentration in the berries. Bonarda is of Italian and French origin that is planted all over Argentina. It is the second most widely planted red wine variety. Um, it is known for having lost of fruit aromatic or bright acidity. It is a little lighter than Malbec, but we love it because it's more like a Dolcetto or Pinot Noir, but with a lot or more texture. And for the wine making, you need to avoid having the wine heat up. You need to keep it fresh with some of the skins, so that you highlight some of the fruit and nice acidity. In each bottle of Tilia Bonarda, will we will find a wine reminiscent of aromas of dark fruit, marmalade, and spice flavors. Has a sweet entry by soft round tannins. Basil leaves and blueberry flavors and linger on the palate.
Those tasting notes, that whole tasting profile sounds divine. That is definitely something I would enjoy. Thank you so much for going in depth about the Bonarda grape. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask, how would you explain your winemaking style?
Uh, Tilia wines, our focus is always to highlight the fruit and maximize the potential of each grape. Our wines are made from a blend of organic grapes that come from the south, central, and eastern region of Mendoza, and we seek to highlight the potential and each region with region gives us. Um, I prefer the traditional winemaking method. We look for fresh, fruit forward wines where we can taste in each the flowers that characterize the varietals.
Very nice. Thank you so much for that explanation. What makes your wine and vineyard unique?
Uh, what I like and enjoy most about making wines for Tilia is that we can find in each varietals different wines that show us the characteristic of each productive area of Mendoza. But most importantly, Tilia wines have always been driven sustainability.
Speaking about
Tilia, sorry,
Speaking
sorry.
about sustainability, and that's the title of our talk today. Please discuss more about that.
Uh, Tilia was the first wine to carry the certified sustainable seal from Bodegas de Argentina on the label.
Yes.
Our wine is made with organic grape and farmed by small family producers. Sustainability in wines is becoming a big topic of conversation, but it is very complex that few fully understand. That is why we um, redesigned the Tilia label in 2020 to visually explain what sustainability in the wine industry, specifically in Argentina, means to wines drinkers.
Yes, and I have to say the label itself is really beautiful. For those that like to shop by the wine label, Telia Wines definitely has a label that is eye catching. And if you head to their website, you are actually able to learn a little bit more about the label and why they chose the symbols that they had. Um, the first one being social sustainability. With the leaf, people enrich the land and we enrich our people. We support our community with an array of programs to ensure that we all thrive as one. The mountain with the valley, our vineyard, is deeply rooted. Our roots, like our traditions, are robust and deep. They descend far into the soil to assess glacial water from the ancestral irrigation canals. What I believe would be the sun represents the thriving on biodiversity. We preserve and nurture plants, insects, and animals so that our vineyards can adapt to a changing environment. The bee represents stronger together. Telia Wines reflects our values, honor tradition, support the community, and respect nature. And lastly, more of, I would call like a leaf or a feather, natural resilience. A reverence for traditional farming practices has shielded our ungrafted vineyards from harsh interventions, sustaining the land for generations to come. I mean, just in overall, so much thought has been put into that wine label and representing the millennials out there, where we seem to be gravitating towards producers that have more understanding of being more sustainable. I feel Telia Wines is definitely standing out above the rest right now. And I see the efforts, again, just with the label alone. I've had tasted the wines before and have been such a fan. I want to thank you so much today, Gonzalo, for giving us more of an deep dive into Telia Wines and the sustainability. I'm so glad it's been so successful. Um, I know we can find you on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Telia Wines. And you make it very easy as a brand to shop for your wines. Available at Costco, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Total Wine, and Wine.com. Thank you so much for your time again. I hope our viewers today are inspired by Telia Wines, by meeting the winemaker, Gonzalo, yourself. And I hope you can take away today the efforts of sustainability and how important it is for the future of winemaking and for overall just the earth itself. So thank you
Yes,
again, and
thank
have a
you.
great afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you too. It has been pleasure to be able to tell you about our work, about our wines, and I hope it was interesting for you.
Very interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.